I'm going to give you some reasons. I'm sure you've heard enough of reasons why you shouldn't start riding at 40. I'm 43 now, I've been riding for 14 years, but I haven't ridden much in the last 5 years between shoulder surgery, hip replacement. Give you some reasons why you should be riding, get riding if you haven't started. And number one thing is it's just a lot of damn fun to ride. There's just nothing better just to clear your head, but also you have to stay so much focused on riding. And of course, all the idiot car drivers out there not paying attention. You don't have time to think about all the, work or all this other stuff. But it's also really relaxing kind of at the same time because you don't have to worry about all the other junk. I'm not looking at my phone, I'm not getting texts, not getting phone calls, I don't have my Bluetooth hooked up, nothing like that. One, you're gonna have a lot of fun. You're gonna go through some struggles at the beginning, learning how to ride. It can be challenging. You gotta swallow your pride, learn something a little bit older. I mean, I was in my late 20s and people were saying I was having a midlife crisis because I wanted to learn how to ride. I was like, I always wanted to learn how to ride. Usually there's always something keeping us from it, whether it's money. And riding a bike can be really expensive, but it also can be kind of as expensive as you want it to be. Because my first bike was like, I think, $1,500. It was cheap. It was just a little Ninja 250. So you don't have to go expensive. So that and the gear, I wouldn't recommend getting your motorcycle helmet at Walmart or something, but you can get a cheap helmet. Mine was only a few $100, so take the expense out of it. Just a good way to get away from everything. Sometimes get away from the kids and wife, and just enjoy riding. And after every ride, I always feel like a little bit of a sense of accomplishment because it's so much fun riding. Plus, not that I survived the ride, because I'm not a statistic channel. I'm not going to give you all this blah blah, all this crap about statistics. You're more likely for this or this. No, I'm not going to give that because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, there's tons of statistics out there. Everybody thinks motorcycle riding is so dangerous when it's overhyped. The majority of those are happening within the first 6 months. Overtaking curves on a bike that you can't handle. Drinking and driving, texting and drinking and riding, texting and riding. Also the crap that's messing up those numbers, making motorcycle riding seem more dangerous than it really is. It is more dangerous. He's gonna run out in the road on me. Because once you get to, like I said, I'm 43. Once you get to that, our age, it's not about. One, I always paid for my own crap. So I was never doing wheelies and stuff because I don't want to bust up my forks on my motorcycle. But now it's not about, I do go fast, but it's not about necessarily showing off, and it's just finding something you like doing. You're gonna have peace doing it. That sense of accomplishment is something you always want to try. Is it gonna be for everybody? No, you may try it and just. I've known some people who try it and they just can't get over the fear they have from riding, or the other cars and semi trucks almost blowing them off the road. They can't get past that, so they decide to hang it up. So I'm riding through town. I was gonna go for a little ride today, but it's, according to my bike, it's 48 degrees out. I'm freezing my freaking butt off. So I'm talking about this. I'm gonna be doing the annoying local traffic because I'm just too freaking cold going fast. This has heated grips, but I'm still too freaking cold. So you're 40, or maybe in your 30s, you've been thinking about riding a long time, and I get it. That's I always hate the beginning part of learning how to do something new. Always sucks because you feel like a little kid, and everybody hates feeling like a little kid when you're at any age, but especially when you're in your 40s. But when I took the MSF course, you're going to have some older people in there, whether just like you, just learn to ride, or just refreshing their skills because they've been out of riding for a long time. But there's just no better way to get out there, get outside, and just have it's just a calm, relaxing fun. You know, it can be nerve-wracking when you're first riding, so don't get discouraged as far as when you're first riding, you're having issues with stalling out the bike and clutch control and throttle, and you know, it's overwhelming, and the cars that are going by you feel like they're blowing you off the damn road, because that can be kind of intimidating. I know it was for me anyway. So it's something to get used to. But once you have that, you get past that beginning stuff, just the level of freedom you feel just jumping on the bike, moving around, compared to getting into your car or truck. Oh, it's so much more fun. Interested in watching more motorcycle content, you know, check out my channel. As I rambled on, my hook was terrible, you know, all the YouTube things that you should be doing. In this video, as I was talking, I pretty much didn't do any of it, but I'm not AI, I'm a real person riding, so that's what we got. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.